and welcome to my video. Today we're going to be talking about LA Noire, specifically the homicide desk case with Detective Cole Phelps and his partner Rusty. LA Noire's best cases and worst endings are found on Homicide Desk. Cole and his partner Rusty go on an all-out manhunt for a serial killer called the Black Delilah. Today I want to talk about game mechanics, excellent story, and character design, and a bad ending. Let's get into why this chapter pushes its core game mechanics to the max. This chapter is smack dab in the middle of the game. By now, most players have had time to work on their skills. They have more confidence in their abilities. There's still so much to learn, however, but you begin to learn that you don't have that kind of time. A monster is loose on the streets of 1940s Los Angeles, and you need to get to the bottom of it. From the very beginning of this chapter, the player's skills are challenged. Details on crime scenes on victim bodies aren't spoon-fed to you. Missing bits of information leads to difficult interrogations. In some cases, it can even put a player behind the ball. Thankfully, the game provides leads for struggling players through other detectives. Yes, if you miss something, a detective will approach you at the station. This doesn't happen often, but it is a very nice touch. The gameplay has a lot more movement obstacles, puzzles, and brain teasers as well. The game even lets go of the player's hand at one point, forcing them to solve some riddles left by the serial killer. Each riddle provides a location and a missing piece of evidence from the previous cases in this chapter. This is an incredible use of game mechanics to tell a story. I, as a player, suddenly felt out of my depth. I no longer had something holding my hand. This was an incredible experience, and I have never felt so intense in a game before. Moving on to the writing of this chapter. The writing in this chapter is very good. Characters are engaging and their interactions feel so genuine. At the end of this chapter, you find out that you actually interacted with the killer a few times. Talking to them again sent shivers down my spine. The killer maneuvers around our main character so well that he was basically hidden in plain sight the whole time. The reason he was so well hidden, though, was due in part to all of the great supportive characters. Every one of them felt so in-depth. They had a deeper story, secrets that they would never want their closest friends and families to ever see, ones that they would even kill to keep. The Delilah's killer shadow was built up so thoroughly that the ending felt like shit. So why did the story fall flat on its face? This is simply because all of the mechanics used to get to the end were now thrown out of the window. It became a GTA mission of kill the target. The story even followed this up by indicating that if the killer had lived, he would have escaped too. This is because his father was the mayor of LA at the time. As a gamer, this pisses me off. I spent hours trying to find this guy. I was trying to solve this case. I didn't use a guide. I was legitimately sweating out of frustration at some points. At the end of all of this, I was rewarded with a sucks to suck. I bet you wish you got more. Even Cole suffered. He didn't get any accommodations nor rewards. He was then partnered with the literal worst piece of crap that you could ever see on the LA police force. But that is for another story and another video. So thank you very much for joining me today. Please like, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed. Leave a comment and I will reply to you. You can also hit me up on Twitter X if you want to get more personal. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day, and don't forget